RB's Business Research Academy welcomes to you in the lecture number 31. In this lecture, I have discussed about the confirmatory tetrad analysis in SmartPLS. Dear friends, this is another tool which is available in the SmartPLS, through which you can differentiate between the reflective measurement model and the formative measurement model. Dear friends, further I have discussed in this video about some of the difference between these two measurement models, and then I have discussed about some of the criteria which are available in this video, through which you can know that either my measurement model is reflective or formative. And apart from this one, I have also discussed about the concept of the tetrad. So when we use the term tetrad, what do we mean by the tetrad? Some of the models which I have also given this one, through which you can understand either my construct is formative or reflective. So that is the part of this video. So let's start this video formally. But before this one, my name is Dr. Rainbak Songro. And I'm from the Shabbat University. One more thing, this is a completely a theoretical video, and its practical video is also in the lecture number 32. The image of the same you are looking here, I have discussed. I have practically performed the confirmatory tetrad analysis in the SmartPLS. Okay. So after this one, this is you're looking here, my certificate, course certificate is what awarded to me from the SmartPLS Academy, Germany, from which I completed this one. This course where I completed all these modules in this one. So now when we are performing some work in the reflective, in the SmartPLS, whenever we are making drawing some of our construct over there. So by default, the SmartPLS makes all those as a reflective unless you are not changing its direction. Otherwise, whenever you will create a model in the SmartPLS, always there will be in the reflective. So you are looking here, all these are in the reflective. Attitude, subjective norm, and the perceived control, all these are in the reflective. Okay. And then this can be problematic sometimes, because we can sometimes forget to reverse the direction, because actually our model was formative, but as we draw a one diagram in the SmartPLS, or when we shift the indicators from the one part of the SmartPLS on the main canvas board over there, now the same have been shown into the reflective, but actually my model was our construct was the formative. So this may be the problem, and sometimes we forget to change the arrows. So how to change arrows? The one you're looking here image. So in this image, it is shown how you can, this is one type of the tool which is available. Through this one, you can change the reflective into the formative and vice versa. And furthermore, fortunately, researchers can solve this issue by SmartPLS and the confirmatory tetrad analysis. So how to distinguish between the formative and the measurement model? That PLS-SEM SmartPLS provided this type of opportunity through you can be sure that through the confirmatory tetrad analysis. Use of confirmatory tetrad analysis in the SmartPLS, basically its job is what? To distinguish between the formative and reflective measurement model. Okay, so here basically the basic job of this now CTA, confirmatory tetrad analysis, is to differentiate the formative and reflective from each other. So here the two terms are written: measurement model. So now measurement model has two parts, reflective and formative, and another part is a structural part. So whenever we are performing any function, when we are working in the SmartPLS, so we have these two of the model, formative, like the structural model and the measurement model. So making sure that the confirmatory tetrad analysis cannot be applied on the like the structural model. This technique only can apply on the measurement model, which has the two parts, formative and the reflective. And then what basically it is doing, it is like the vanish those tetrads, okay, through the tetrad through it's a bootstrapping procedure. So normally, whenever we perform any model in the SmartPLS, so either the results, the values are significant or not significant. This we come to know through the bootstrapping procedure. The only limitation, so it is a 4 indicators. So if there are less than the 4 indicators of any construct if we are applying the CTA cannot work. So it is mandatory that at least there should be the 4 indicators. Then this technique can apply. One more thing. Normally again I'm using the straight rod. So if we define the straight rod, if you check the meaning of this one in any standard dictionary, you will find the four things. Straight rod means any four combination of the four things. So when you use a straight rod, it means at least there should be the four indicators associated with the every indicator. So here, like the one type of decision rule, if one or more straight rod in the measurement model is significantly different from the zero. If significantly different from the zero, it is a formative. If it is not significantly different from the zero, then again, what? It is a reflective. Normally, if we look at these type of the reflective indicators, normally you will find that there is a high correlation among all the reflective, because again, we are asking the same thing in the every question in case of the reflective. In case of the formative, we are asking the different things of the from our respondent on the different dimensions of certain like the any behavior which you want to measure. So now that's why another rule is there, hypothesis there is that one, that the CTA plus. Okay, so now how it is the hypothesis? It is a certain hypothesis. CTA implies test following hypothesis. So whenever you're performing the CTA, it tests these two hypotheses. In this one, the H8. So this T, it means a tetrad. When the H8, the tetrad is not equal to zero, it is formative. And when tetrad is equal to zero, it is reflective. So this is our type of the decision rule which we have to provide. On the basis of this one, we can determine that either my measurement model is reflective or formative. So here you're looking at one type of the model. So perceived quality and these customer satisfaction, these are the four constructs are there. And then, so each construct is connected with each other through the path. Okay, so now if you go through all these one, like the customer satisfaction is our first construct. If you go through all the items, you will find that means that in each item you are basically the same thing is being asked, but the words are different, but the concept is same. So if you go through in this one, again the same thing is applied in the customer loyalty, again the same. So now we can say all these three the construct are the reflectively measurement constructs. And one more thing. So here you're looking this one, customer satisfaction, it's a single item construct. So whenever there is a single item construct, so now it is neither a reflective nor a model, not a formative. So it is just a one construct, single item construct. So now this is the one type, the qualitative way through which you can know that either my construct is reflective or formative. So now the conformity tetrad analysis is type of one type of empirical tool is there through which you can know or we can confirm either your construct is a reflective or formative. And then you're looking here that all are our these three are our reflectively measurement model, because these arrows, that the pointation of arrow is from the latent variable to its indicators. So that's why all are our these are the reflective. Now, so for this one is neither the reflective nor the formative, because it's that means it has only one indicator. Or sometimes it may make a problem for you to distinguish between these two ones. So in this regard, my two videos are available, the image you're looking here. So if you find time, if you watch all these one, then you can know exact difference between the reflective and the measurement model. So I think it's a wonderful video. You should go through and watch this and then come back here. Okay. Then guidelines are very important for knowing that either my measurement model is reflective or formative. In this regard, confidence interval are given here. So in this regard, the first thing is about the all values. With the R values in case of the CIA, any confidence interval low adjustment, confidence interval up adjustment. So now, what about this one and how you can perform? So now my video is available. There is a practical video of the confirmatory tetrad analysis video lecture number 32. If you find time, then please watch this one. Then you can understand what were the confidence low and confidence interval, low adjustment and up adjustment, and where they are located into the software. And so all these things I have discussed in the video lecture number 32. If all your values are with the negative sign, then it is formative. If all your values are the positive sign, again it's a formative. So these two decision rules are there. If the same sign are on the both side of this one, same sign. In those cases, either sign may be negative or may be positive. In both the cases, the models are, these are major model are the formative. But if the first one there is a negative and then there is a positive, then there is a reflective. So if one is a negative and then another is positive, then you sure that there will be the zero. In this case, there may not be any zero. So whenever there is no any zero or are formative, whenever there is a zero, then means that one is your reflective. So that thing you must know about this one. These are the other rules of thumbs for conducting the conformity tetrad analysis. So all these I have extracted from this book, Advanced Issue in the Partial Least Square Stated Equation Modeling. So that all these things I have taken from are borrowed from this book. So first thing is about the establish the mode of the measurement. You have to establish the either the mode measurement. Measurement means either that's a reflective or formative on the theoretical and conceptual grounds. So conceptually, you can say that my this one is reflective, my this is one is a formative. Theoretically or conceptually through your own mind, and theoretically, the theory suggests you that all these are indicators. This construct is a reflective, or this is a formative. Alternatively, to do so, also contains the quality decision rules such as the four by the Jarvis to support the choice of the model based on theoretical reasoning. So now it can support you that the theoretical reason that either your measurement model is a reflective or formative. So now here such is the four. So now in this, I use the CTA empirically substance to substantiate your theoretical inference precision. So another tool is CTA. So now to know either my construct is reflective or formative. So three tools are available. Theoretically, you can understand. Conceptually, you can also understand. And the third thing is a CTA, confirmatory tetrad analysis. Through this one, you can also know. If all three are given to you that your particular construct is a formative, then must be happy. If it is giving you that no, it is a reflected, then again must be you happy. But in case if you think that it is a CTA is not providing the same one, then I think you should follow some other grounds, theoretical and conceptual grounds. Because again, is a quantitative tools are there. So that's why some problem may occur over there. That's why we should focus more on the rule of thumb, like we should decide either my construct is reflective or formative. More priority should be given to the theory and the conceptual, means your own concepts. Consider construct with at least 4 indicators in the CTA. So this is the biggest limitation of this technique, confirmatory tetrad analysis. At least it should have the 4 indicators. You are looking model here. In the same model I showed you earlier, where there are the 3 indicators. If you apply this technique with any construct with which has the 3 indicators, it may not work properly. So that's why it's important that whenever you want to apply this technique, it must have the 4 indicators. Otherwise, and only if they're absolutely necessary, draw a Boolean and Garden who provide us some additional advice regarding the how to deal with the less than 4. So now this research paper is there, Boolean and Ting and Lisa. They are providing you some more guidance than whenever your construct has the less than the 4 indicators. You're looking here in this model, there are the less than the 3 indicators are associated with the sum of the construct. If this is the case, then you can follow the Boolean and Ting garden. So this research paper, and from there you can get some of the guidance how to treat those measurement model which have the less than 3 indicators. And then another thing is about the inspect the correlation. Correlation is very important. If the results are significantly different from the 0, then you can apply. So first step in applying the tetrad analysis is that the values of the correlation must be means higher than the 0. It's important. Correlation must be statistically significant. Otherwise, tetrad analysis is approximately 0. So now the CTA plus becomes the meaningful. If all the values are near to the 0, then it's useless to apply the CTA on that type of the data. And then another thing is about the focusing for significance. To test the significance of the CTA, we should go we should apply the bootstrapping sample. Just like in other cases, whenever we want to analyze any of our model, so now bootstrapping technique which you have to apply, through which you can check the significance of your result, either our results are significant, and accordingly you can decide that a certain hypothesis has been supported or certain hypothesis has not been supported. So now always you should choose the 5,000 sample size, no 5,000 subsamples. Okay, bootstrapping with the 5,000 and generate by the 90%. Okay, that is about the bias corrected and the Bonferroni adjusted bootstrap confidence interval for the each non-redundant tetrad. So now for each tetrad, you should choose two things are there. First one is the bootstrapping sample size should be 5,000, and you should also apply the 90%. If you are unable to understand here, then my practical video lecture number 32 is available. The same thing I have applied over there, and then easily you can go. And then another thing is about the confidence interval measurement model does not include the zero. Okay, if there's no zero, then they reject the reflective measurement model and assume that all are your like the formative measurement model. So now the decision rule is about on the basis of the zero. If the zero is not included, then it is a formative. If the zero is there, it is a reflective. Okay. Otherwise, if the all confidence include the include the zero, CTA empirically provides support for the reflective measurement model specification. That means that if all zeros are there, then we can easily specify that this construct is reflective and this construct is not formative, like this one. So now we have to decide on the basis of availability of the zero. If the zero is available, then we should say this one is a formative. If zero is not available, then we can say this is our reflective measurement model. And then another guideline is here. CTA offers guidance regarding the correct measurement model specification. So it only guide you, but the final decision you should make by considering these three things there. If the theory suggests you is a reflective, concept your construct is a reflective, and then again the CTA also is telling the same thing, you must be happy. But if the theory and conceptual consideration are different from the CTA, then follow the theory and conceptual consideration, not the CTA. At the end of this video, thank you very much for watching this video on the confirmatory tetrad analysis. Very soon we will meet in another video. Please, you are requested to subscribe this channel, to watch this channel, and also to inform the other regarding this channel. Thank you very much.